It started innocently enough, or so we thought. My wife, Sophia, and I had escaped the city hustle for a quiet cabin nestled in the rolling hills of Willow Ridge, where the river whispered through the pines like an old friend. We'd been there a year, savoring mornings with steaming mugs on the deck, watching mist rise off the water. Sophia, with her background in high-stakes government ops handling emergencies that could topple regimes, preferred this low-key life now. But peace shattered one crisp autumn evening when two strangers shoved through our gate like they owned the deed. "Ma'am, clear the way. This site's under Neighborhood Association review." The words barked out, laced with false confidence. Sophia sat there, coffee in hand, unflinching as they loomed in cheap jackets flashing phony badges. No real uniforms, just knockoff authority. I froze inside, heart pounding, but she didn't raise her voice. "You're on private land. State your business or leave." They muttered about complaints, overgrown shrubs, lighting infractions, citing clauses from a rulebook that didn't exist. I knew. I'd pored over the association docs when we bought the place. This wasn't routine. It felt targeted, personal. As they backed off with empty threats about board meetings, we locked eyes. "They're not official," Sophia whispered. "And I bet Martha's pulling the strings." Martha was the self-appointed queen of Willow Ridge Association, the kind who fined folks for non-conforming flower beds while watering her roses in designer gloves. We'd crossed her at a community grill out, questioning her pushy fines on newcomers. Now this. That night, Sophia dove into public records on her laptop, the screen's glow etching shadows on her face. No permits for patrols, no budget for security. The association's charter had expired months ago. They were ghosts with teeth. We bolted the doors tighter, ordered cameras the next day. Sophia wired them herself, one eyeing the drive, another the porch. But by dawn, the feeds went dark. "Sabotage," she said, voice steel-edged. "Power backups held. This was no glitch." Digging under a bush, we unearthed our old wildlife cam buried last spring for deer sightings. Its memory card pulsed with life. Footage rolled. 4 a.m., two figures slinking up, one aiming a directional antenna like a weapon, the other tapping a device. Signal jammers. Sweepers. They scanned our setup, faces hooded but patches glaring. Neighborhood enforcement, with a twisted emblem. "Organized," I muttered, dread coiling in my gut. "They're pros." A note slipped into our mailbox soon after. "Cease unauthorized surveillance or face escalation." No signature, just a creepy serpent icon. Then an envelope under the door, a photo of us in the yard, Sophia tending herbs, me fixing a rail. Snapped from afar, drone maybe. My blood ran cold. "They want us scared," she said. "Out." We scoured the perimeter, snapped twigs, boot prints, tire grooves from a van. They'd tested our power weeks back, blaming wildlife. This wasn't overzealous neighbors. It was a calculated siege, eyeing our riverfront slice worth a fortune to developers sniffing around. Sophia phoned state regulators, her tone clipped from old crisis drills. I hit up my attorney pal, Alex. "Send everything," he urged, voice dropping. "This smells like a fixer-op." Digging deeper, we ID'd one intruder from old association pics, a tall guy with a predator's stance, popping up in property feuds, forced sales. Land grab? River views were skyrocketing. Neighbors started whispering. A vet fined for stress-triggering bird feeders, another bullied into selling over fabricated noise rules. We stayed quiet, one admitted over pie. Didn't want war. Sophia gripped his hand. "War found us all." They struck again at dusk, boots grinding gravel like a challenge. Pushed inside without a warrant, snapping pics of our hearth, muttering about hazards. Article 14 breach. The leader snarled, badge gleaming plastic fake. I hit record on my phone, hands shaking. "Your felons impersonating authority." Sophia didn't budge, slipping to the shelf, triggering a hidden alert to her federal contacts. They jammed signals mid-invasion, but our backups hummed. As they retreated, slamming doors, we knew. This was about control, clearing lots for big money flips. High-stakes fury built. We geared up new hotspot cams, encrypted files. When they returned, bolder under moonlight, Sophia cracked the door, badge in hand. Not some trinket. Her real federal credential from infrastructure security days, gold eagle flashing. "I'm a certified agent. Your intrusion's a federal offense." The leader's smirk crumbled, eyes darting. His cronies shuffled back, one whispering, "Abort." They fled, tires screeching, but thermal cams nailed their faces. We went nuclear, live-streamed it all. This terror hit use it could hit you. Sophia's voice sliced the air, replaying jammers, fakes, the break-in. Chat erupted. Same here. They stole my aunt's place. Views surged, media pounced. A bogus cease and desist pinged in inside bluff. Neighbors rallied, stories flooding. Forged evictions, intimidation rings. The association disavowed, but arrests followed fast. 2 goons nabbed. Priors and shady security gigs, the 3rd bolted. Inquiries ripped open the scam-expired charters masking land schemes. The community boiled over in a basement huddle, voices rising like a storm. Folks who'd cowered now roared. Threats, lost homes. Sophia spoke last, calm fire. Fear fed them. Truth starves them. Victims reclaimed deeds. We fortified ours, no fanfare. A lawyer offered pro bono. Sue for the pain. We molded. Planting sage by the steps wards off vipers, she joked. Nights on the deck felt reclaimed, river murmuring secrets. But scars lingered. We'd stared down shadows, unmasked rot. Healing crept in quietly. Gutters cleared, fences mended, neighbors dropping by with tales and thanks. One reclaimed her spot, tears over found photos. We didn't chase glory, just lived, vigilant. The river gleamed under stars, a reminder. Pushed too far, and the pushed pushed back harder. What if HOAs wielded unchecked power? Would you fight or flee? Ever faced bullies and badges? Should these groups be banned outright? Drop your stories below. Hit like if this fired you up, and subscribe for more real-life showdowns that expose the hidden wars in our backyards.